State of Texas, Office of the Governor. The freedom we enjoy in this great state comes as a result of the brave men and women serving as peace officers across Texas. From our most populous cities to our most rural counties, the individuals who dedicate their lives and careers to law enforcement continue to strengthen the safety and security of all Texans. Peace officers risk their own safety and livelihoods to enforce our laws and respond to the dire needs of their fellow Texans. When met with danger or uncertainty, law enforcement officers boldly and bravely answer the call to serve and protect all across our state. Liberty comes at a cost, and sadly, many heroic peace officers do not return home. These men and women work day and night to serve and protect the lives of their fellow Texans, and they too often lose their own lives in the line of duty. We grieve their loss, we pay tribute to their service, and keep their loved ones in our hearts as they carry on their legacy of courage and excellence. With deep gratitude for their service, Texans come together each year to pay special tribute to the brave peace officers throughout our state, as well as to our fallen heroes. We must continue to recognize the significant risks taken on by all law enforcement officers, from peace officers to corrections officers and detention officers. We must continue to honor their service to their communities and to our state. At this time, I encourage everyone to join me in honoring our fellow Texans who, for our sake, have laid down their lives. These men and women and their families deserve our highest honor and respect. As Governor of Texas, I commend these brave men and women for their many sacrifices and thank them for keeping Texas safe. Therefore, I, Greg Abbott, Governor of Texas, do hereby proclaim May 15, 2022 and May 15th through the 21st, 2022, respectively, to be Peace Officer Memorial Day and Week in Texas, and urge the appropriate recognition thereof. In official recognition whereof, I hereby affix my signature this, the 25th day of April 2022, the Honorable Greg Abbott, Governor of Texas. At this time, I'd like to introduce to you the Director of the Texas Department of Public Safety, Steve Mccraw.
Good morning. On behalf of the men and women of the Texas Department of Public Safety, thank you for being here today to honor our fallen and honor the family of our fallen. It's such an important day for us to recognize it. You know, sadly, it seems like yesterday, but over the last year we've lost, 3 of our officers, and we recognize the tremendous impact that has on the DPS family, but on the families of our fallen. And we're so blessed to have, certainly Special Agent Salas' family here and Special Agent Slovicheck's family here today. We know what this is, a tremendous burden on you, and thank you for being here today. It was something we talked about, at the time, and shortly thereafter the passing, is that, your loved one, both special agents, always a trooper, but certainly special agents, they gave their life, and we understand in terms of the impact, they were Texas heroes today and forever. And they're always cherished members of the Department of Public Safety, but so are you. And we'll never forget the sacrifice. We recognize that every day a trooper, a special agent, a Texas Ranger, risk their lives to protect Texas. And that's a challenge, especially in today's threat environment. But they do so willingly, and they're heroes. And they ultimately sacrifice, and they sacrifice daily in a number of different ways, but their family sacrifice as well. And when they pay the ultimate sacrifice, so does the family. And that cherished member is there no more, and all you have is a particular memory. And we recognize that, and that's why we're so grateful for you to be in here today. We know how tough it is on you, but keep in mind, your Texas hero will never be forgotten by DPS or the state of Texas, and they will ever be heroes. At this time, the Department of Public Safety is overseen by the Public Safety Commission. We're blessed to have all 4 of our commissioners here today. Certainly Commissioner Wainwright, former Supreme Court Justice, Commissioner Blair, a highly successful attorney, and our chairman and also Commissioner Stodgill is a very successful attorney and businessman and from the Dallas area, and our commissioner and chairman of the Public Safety Commission, who will be our next speaker, is Steve Mock. He's certainly recognized as a very successful businessman in the Houston area, but also highly regarded in the law enforcement profession for the devotion he's had and support into a number of different organizations that support Houston police officers, that support Harris County deputy sheriffs, but support all of law enforcement, in particular the Department of Public Safety officers, the Houston 100 Club, and he's well regarded for all he does in that, and that agency is very important to us. I also want to recognize the Texas Public Safety, the Department of Public Safety Foundation, and the Texas Ranger Foundation that are here today because they've been diligently working around the clock to be able to raise money so that next year, or soon, we'll have a permanent monument to honor Special Agent Salas, and to honor Special Agent Slovicheck, Sergeant Mooney, but also the other 224 DPS officers that gave their life for the state of Texas, and we will have it over, in the backdrop over here. It'll be there permanent. You'll be able to come and provide and recognition that is deservedly so. So thank you for working on that. Now at this time, Chairman Mock.
Thank you, Director Mccraw. Good morning, everyone. On behalf of the members of the Public Safety Commission, Nelda Blair, Steve Stodgill, and Dale Wainwright, I am humbled to be here today. The Peace Officers Memorial Service is one of the most important days of the year for the Texas Department of Public Safety. For without remembering and honoring the sacrifices of those who had laid down their lives for others, we cannot remain committed to protecting the people of this great state. Each member of DPS is dedicated to the department and its mission. But the commissioned officers are a special group of people, for they have chosen to dedicate their lives to a selfless career. Each day, they get up without knowing what the day will hold, but they're willing to do that and willing to do what most of us will not do ourselves. They respond to calls, not knowing what lies ahead. Even a license check could lead to a life-threatening situation and the need for an officer to take action, possibly deploying their taser or service weapon. Because of Highway Patrol troopers, Texas Rangers, and special agents, we are all safer on the roads, in our communities, and at the border. The word hero is used too often in our society today, but these men and women truly are heroes. And behind each of these heroes is a devoted family, spouses, children, parents, siblings, who worry every time their loved one goes out the door. To the families here today, we know your sacrifice, and we know without you, the work our officers do would not be possible. Thank you for your support. It is invaluable. As American monk and theologian Thomas Burton said, peace demands the most heroic labor and the most difficult sacrifice. Unfortunately, DPS is all too familiar with the ultimate sacrifice that has been made to help keep peace, and today we honor 3 more men who have given their all to make Texas a safer state. It is our duty to always remember those who have gone too soon in the line of duty. First, we remember Sergeant Paul Mooney, whose watch ended on June 14th, 2021. Sergeant Mooney dedicated himself to the people of El Paso and this state, having served as a recruiter for DPS for 5 years. He previously served in the U.S. Army before his 13 years with DPS. He is survived by his 7 children, Jace, Russell, Lisandro, Eric, Riley, Paul, and Isabella, as well as 6 grandchildren. Today, we also honor Special Agent Dustin Slovicheck, who passed away on September 12, 2021. Special Agent Slovicheck served his country first as a U.S. Marine before joining DPS in 2007. Within DPS, Slovicheck was a trooper for 12 years until he promoted to Special Agent in 2019 and remained committed to his hometown of Cuero. Members of his family are here today, including his daughter Mia, his brother Dylan, and his sister Kaylin. Finally, let us also remember Special Agent Anthony Salas, known as AC by friends and family. He passed away on January 22nd, 2022. Special Agent Salas was also a veteran who served in the U.S. Marines for nearly 9 years before joining DPS in 2013. He spent most of his time with the department in El Paso and was devoted to the community and his family. Salas' wife Lizette and children Alessandra, Isabella, and Luke are here with us today, along with his parents Carlos and Teresa, and brothers Benjamin and Samuel and their families. We remember these men for their sacrifice and their service, and for all they have done for their country and for the state of Texas. It has been said that the purpose of life is to live a life of purpose. Each of these men undoubtedly lived lives of purpose. We are better off having known them, and we will never forget them. God bless them and their families. Now at this time, I would like to introduce DPS Deputy Director Dwight Mathis. Colonel Mathis oversees law enforcement operations, which includes the Criminal Investigations Division, the Texas Highway Patrol, the Texas Rangers, and Aviation Operations Division. Prior to promoting to Deputy Director last year, he served as Chief of the Texas Highway Patrol. His experience is vast, and I am honored to welcome him to the podium. Colonel Mathis.
Thank you, Chairman Mock, for that introduction. Thank you all for being here today as we honor lives and legacy of the men and women who have given their lives in the line of duty. As it has been said today, it is a special day. It's time to remember, to vow to never forget, and stand with the family of the fallen. Today we are calling the names of 3 loyal men who died last year in the service of their state. These men are heroes. Sergeant Paul Mooney, Training Operation Division, who passed away on June 14, 2021 from complications as a result of contracting COVID-19 in the line of duty. Special Agent Dustin, Slovicheck, Criminal Investigation Division, who died on September 12, 2021 from complication of COVID-19 that was contracted in the line of duty while serving at the border as part of Operation Lone Star. Special Agent Anthony A.C. Salas, Criminal Investigation Division, who passed away on January 22nd, 2022. He was injured in a vehicle wreck with the previous day while conducting a joint operation with the U.S. Border Patrol near Eagle Pass as part of Operation Lone Star. Agent Salas died from his injuries. We thank these men for their service, and we thank their families for their unwavering support. The family of Sergeant Mooney could not be here with us today. So at this time, I'd like to ask the families of Special Agent Salas and Special Agent Slovicheck, who are present here today, to come forward as we dedicate these wreaths to our fallen soldiers, officers.
Ladies and gentlemen, please prepare yourselves for a rifle salute.
Chaplain Carpenter. Let's pray. Oh, Heavenly Father, what a wonderful honor and privilege that we've been blessed with to come here today and to remember those who've lost someone so dear to them. Great life, Father, that their husbands, their daddies, their sons, their daughters have faced, the great heroes that they are, the great influence that they have, Father, not only on our community and our great state, but in their own children's and their family's life. Father, thank you that we continue to remember. And please bless this family, these families, Father, as they live every day to remember the great joy and the great privilege they have to serve and to have a family member that's a hero, and help us never to forget to encourage them and to be there for them. And it's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the service. Honored guests, please join us in the cafeteria for lunch. Thank you.
Sir, thanks for making the trip over here. We will. Can I take a selfie?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can I take a selfie with the police association?
Thanks for sticking with us as we brought you this Texas DPS Peace Officers Memorial Service. That is wrapped up now. The information about the 3 men honored during this service is available right now on our website, kxan.com, and on the KXAN News app that you can download on your smartphone if you haven't done so already. We want to thank you again for watching here on KXAN Live. I'm Will Dupree, coming to you from the KXAN Live studio. We'll see you back here throughout the day with other updates. More information is available again on our website. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here later today. Have a good one, everybody. Take care.